People living in the Bronx experience the highest rates of food insecurity anywhere in the city. Many simply don't know how they'll be able to afford their next meal.
In this special episode of Street Soldiers, Lisa Evers is on location in the South Bronx to take a closer look at this food crisis and what's being done to help those in need.
Tens of thousands of people here in the South Bronx don't get enough to eat every day. Despite working, their income just can't keep up with the rising cost of food. Now there are grassroots efforts underway by local leaders and community groups to fill that gap.
I lost my job, and HRA wasn't giving me enough food stamps, so sometimes at the end of the month I wouldn't have enough.
Food carts are chained to a fence to hold the patrons' places at a pop-up food pantry, a sign of the times. Sadly, it's no exaggeration to say that many of the 1.5 million residents of the Bronx face a daily food crisis. The New York State Health Department reports that about 39%, or 4 out of 10 residents, are food insecure, a polite way to explain a disturbing reality in the richest nation on earth, that many never know for sure when and what they'll be able to eat. In the South Bronx, the number of children and adults going hungry is even higher.
When you look at the lines don't seem to get any smaller. When you look at the amount of time that my constituents are waiting online to pick up food from these food pantries, it's endless. Regardless of the weather, they're there with their carts.
As we walk along Southern Boulevard, where City Council member Rafael Salamanca grew up, he tells us why he fights so fiercely to fund programs that provide direct, immediate help to his community. He explains that the devastating impact of higher food prices, rising rents, and lower wages is forcing many Bronx residents to stand on lines to get donated food for the first time in their lives. At one of the New York Common Pantry locations, manager Omar Alvarez gives out many basic food items, including produce, considered a luxury, and shelf-stable milk, because some of the people have no refrigerators. He tells us the need has never been greater.
We've been breaking records here at our location weekly, where we used to service roughly around 200 families. We're now servicing on one single day, we're serving close to 400, if not above 400 families.
One of the programs that's having a big impact here is the Urban Health Plan. They offer a variety of services to meet neighborhood needs, including food insecurity. At this healthcare and wellness clinic, head pediatrician Dr. Aklima Mohammed says childhood malnutrition is such a big concern, kids are automatically screened for it. If they need food, the staff has pre-packed bags ready to give them. How do you see food insecurity manifest with the kids that come for your care?
Parents do not like to say that they don't have any food in the house, so you really have to ask that question clearly.
Dr. Aklima Mohammed tells me it can manifest as irritability, behavior problems in school, greater susceptibility to the flu and other viruses, and even permanent damage into adulthood.
The brain is arrested in growth from an early age if the children aren't being fed well.
We're outside on one of the coldest days of the winter. It's also Thursday, a special day at Pastor John Uduokan's Word of Life International Church food pantry. The line stretches around the block.
Today is mainly for seniors, people 55 and above, and vets, and people with physical disability.
The food offerings are laid out warehouse style in front of the church. People can take whatever they need. Church volunteers help them with their selections. You have a lot of food, so do people come and they pick up the bags of food, or how does this work here?
Yes, we don't give you what they do not want. So as they're passing through, if they want apple, we give them apple. If they want onions, we give them onions, potatoes, watermelon. Also these products here, whatever they want, we give it to them.
It's very much needed, especially in this community over here. Prices is ridiculous now.
We were shocked by the number of people here impacted by food insecurity, but impressed by the efforts being done to help them. I hope you'll join us for the special episode of Street Soldiers on location in the South Bronx, Friday night at 10:30, right here on Fox 5. In the South Bronx, I'm Lisa Evers, Fox 5 News.